When the world's most powerful media organization makes a mistake about the future Queen of England, people start asking if it was really an accident or a deliberate sign of disrespect. The BBC is currently caught in the center of a massive firestorm after a series of high-profile blunders involving the Princess of Wales, and the backlash has become so intense that the network was forced to start scrubbing its own archives in the middle of the night. For years, the public has debated what to call her, but as Catherine prepares for her ultimate role as queen, the stakes have never been higher. What started as a simple slip of the tongue on live television has now spiraled into a debate about identity, institutional bias, and a desperate cover-up by a broadcaster already on the brink of collapse. It all began during the solemn ceremonies of Armistice Day, a moment of national mourning and reflection in the UK. As the cameras panned to the royal family, a BBC presenter did the unthinkable. While the nation watched in silence, she casually referred to the Princess of Wales as Kate Middleton. To some, it might sound like a minor detail, but to royal loyalists, it was an explosive insult. She hasn't been Kate Middleton for over 13 years. Since 2011, she has been a duchess, a princess, and the future queen consort. Referring to her by her maiden name at a state event wasn't just seen as a mistake, it was viewed as a calculated attempt to strip her of her status during one of the most important days on the royal calendar. But the disrespect didn't stop at the live broadcast. As viewers rushed to the BBC News website to see how they would report on the day's events, they found a headline that felt like a slap in the face. It read, "Kate and Queen lay Armistice Day wreaths. Not Catherine. Not the Princess of Wales. Just Kate." Prominent figures, including author Adrian Hilton, immediately took to social media to call out the hypocrisy. He pointed out a glaring double standard, noting that the BBC never referred to the late Princess of Wales as Diana Spencer after her wedding. They didn't run headlines saying, "Di and the Queen." So why was the BBC suddenly treating Catherine like a tabloid celebrity instead of a senior royal? The fallout was instantaneous and digital. As the post went viral, garnering over 500,000 views, the BBC realized they had a PR nightmare on their hands. In a move that many are calling a stealth edit, the network quietly changed the headline to read, "Catherine and Queen." No public apology was issued, and no explanation was given for the sudden shift. This lack of transparency has only fueled rumors that there is a deeper issue within the BBC's editorial rooms. Critics are now questioning if the broadcaster, which prides itself on respecting how individuals self-identify, is intentionally ignoring Catherine's preferred name and title as a subtle act of rebellion against the monarchy. This drama is unfolding at the worst possible time for the BBC. The network is already reeling from a massive internal crisis following the shock resignations of its top brass, Director General Tim Davie and Head of News Deborah Turness. They stepped down amidst a whirlwind of allegations regarding political bias and the editing of sensitive footage. With the leadership in shambles, the Kate Middleton blunder is being framed by some as proof of a left-wing bias designed to diminish the royal family's prestige. When a state broadcaster stops using official titles, it sends a message, and right now, that message is being heard loud and clear by a very angry public. Even members of Parliament have stepped into the fray. Jim Shannon of the Democratic Unionist Party issued a stinging public reminder to the BBC, telling them it was time to educate their broadcasters. He made it clear that Catherine has not been Kate Middleton since 2011 and demanded that the network get it right. It's rare for politicians to weigh in on a name choice, but the sentiment reflects a growing exhaustion with what fans call the de-titling of the princess. While the tabloids have always used Kate for clicks, the public expects the BBC to hold a higher standard of decorum, especially as the monarchy transitions into a new era. The irony of the situation is that even the British tabloids, the very organizations that made Kate Middleton a household name, are now using this slip-up to attack the BBC. They've sensed the public's protective streak toward Catherine, especially following her recent health struggles. There is a feeling that she has earned her title through years of service, and Kate is a version of her that no longer exists. While Prince William has been heard calling her Kate in private or during casual interviews, he has shifted almost entirely to Catherine in official capacities. If her own husband recognizes the importance of the shift, Why is the national broadcaster struggling to keep up? Ultimately, this isn't just a story about a name, it's a story about respect and the power of language. As Catherine moves closer to the throne, every word used to describe her is scrutinized for hidden meaning. Was this a simple case of a presenter being stuck in the past, or is the BBC subtly signaling its own Republican leanings? The Kate era is over, but it seems some institutions are finding it very hard to let go. As the BBC continues to scrub its headlines and face internal meltdowns, one thing is certain: the public is watching, and they won't let the Princess of Wales be erased that easily.